Imagine not eating or drinking anything, not even water, for up to 18 hours a day every day for nearly an entire month, and doing it alongside millions of people worldwide. That's one of the most striking realities of Ramadan. Ramadan is one of the most widely observed traditions on earth, practiced by Muslims across continents, cultures, and languages. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, and it is best known as the month when Muslims fast daily from dawn until sunset. Because the Islamic calendar is lunar, Ramadan does not fall on the same dates every year. Instead, it shifts earlier by about 10 to 12 days annually compared to the Gregorian calendar. Over time, this means Ramadan cycles through every season, from winter to summer. One of the clearest facts about Ramadan is that fasting during this month is considered one of the 5 pillars of Islam, core practices of the faith. But beyond religion, Ramadan also has major cultural, social, and even physiological impacts that are widely discussed around the world. During Ramadan, the daily fast involves abstaining from food and drink between dawn and sunset. The fast is traditionally broken each evening with a meal called iftar, and the day begins with a pre-dawn meal called suhoor. This rhythm, suhoor before sunrise, fasting through the day, and iftar at sunset, becomes the daily structure of Ramadan. One of the most common misconceptions is that Ramadan is only about hunger. In reality, Ramadan is also strongly associated with self-discipline, reflection, charity, and community connection. Many observers also avoid negative behaviors such as gossip, anger, or dishonesty during the month as part of a broader focus on personal restraint. Another key fact is that Ramadan is deeply connected to the Quran, Islam's sacred text. Muslims believe Ramadan commemorates the month when the Quran was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Because of this, reciting and reading the Quran is a central tradition during Ramadan, and many communities hold special nightly prayers. Ramadan is observed globally, but traditions can vary widely depending on culture and region. In Egypt, streets may be decorated with colorful lanterns called fanis. In Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim-majority country, Ramadan includes large communal meals and cultural festivals. In Turkey, drummers sometimes walk through neighborhoods before dawn to help wake people for suhoor. In South Asia, iftar meals often include fruit, fried snacks, and sweet drinks. Despite these differences, the shared experience of fasting creates a powerful sense of unity across the Muslim world. The length of the daily fast can vary dramatically depending on geography and time of year. Near the equator, fasting days are more consistent, usually around 12 hours. But in northern regions, such as Scandinavia or parts of Canada, fasting hours in summer can stretch close to 18 to 20 hours due to long daylight. This shows how Ramadan is experienced differently around the world while still following the same dawn-to-sunset principle. It's also important to note that fasting is not required for everyone. Children who have not reached puberty are not obligated to fast. Elderly individuals, people who are ill, pregnant, or breastfeeding women, and travelers are typically exempt. Many people who cannot fast may make up missed days later or participate through charitable acts instead. Charity is a major theme during Ramadan. Many Muslims increase charitable giving during the month. And one form of required charity associated with Ramadan is called zakat al-Fitr, given before the month ends. This emphasis on generosity is one reason Ramadan is also viewed as a time of community support and social responsibility. Another fascinating fact is how Ramadan affects daily schedules in many countries. In some Muslim-majority nations, working hours are reduced. Schools and businesses may adjust their schedules. Cities often become more active at night, with people gathering after sunset for meals, prayers, and social time. Markets may stay open late, and nighttime streets can feel festive. Food traditions during Ramadan are also incredibly diverse. A common practice is breaking the fast with dates and water, following traditions that go back centuries. Dates are nutrient-rich and provide a quick source of energy after a long day of fasting. Different cultures have signature Ramadan dishes. In the Middle East, lentil soup and grilled meats are common. In South Asia, samosas and sweet desserts are popular. In North Africa, dishes like harira soup are often served. In Southeast Asia, colorful snacks and rice-based dishes appear at iftar markets. While food is part of Ramadan, the month is also about empathy. One widely discussed idea is that fasting encourages awareness of what hunger feels like, building compassion for those who face food insecurity year-round. From a health perspective, Ramadan fasting has been widely studied. Researchers have examined how intermittent fasting during Ramadan may affect metabolism, sleep, hydration, and energy levels. However, health outcomes vary depending on diet, sleep patterns, and individual conditions. That's why medical exemptions exist, and many people consult healthcare professionals if fasting could be risky. Sleep patterns often change during Ramadan. Because suhoor happens before dawn and many people participate in late-night prayers, sleep may become segmented. This can lead to daytime fatigue for some, especially during longer summer fasts. Yet many communities adapt their routines around this unique monthly schedule. Another important aspect is the Night of Power, known as Laylat al-Qadr. It is believed to fall within the last 10 nights of Ramadan and is considered one of the most spiritually significant times of the month. Many Muslims spend these nights in prayer and reflection. As Ramadan nears its end, anticipation builds for Eid al-Fitr, the festival of breaking the fast. Eid al-Fitr begins when the next crescent moon is sighted, marking the start of the next lunar month. Eid is celebrated with special morning prayers, festive meals, new clothing in many cultures, and visits with family and friends. It is one of the largest annual celebrations in the Muslim world. A key fact about Ramadan is that it is both deeply personal and widely communal. For individuals, it can be a time of reflection and discipline. For communities, it becomes a shared experience of meals, charity, worship, and togetherness. In today's interconnected world, Ramadan is also observed by millions living as minorities in non-Muslim majority countries. This has led to greater awareness, workplace accommodations, and interfaith community events such as public iftars. Many cities around the world now host Ramadan festivals, cultural exhibitions, and educational programs to promote understanding. Another modern fact is how social media has influenced Ramadan. Creators share recipes, reflections, and cultural traditions online. Charity campaigns expand globally. And Ramadan content becomes part of international digital culture every year. At its core, Ramadan is one of the most significant months in the Islamic calendar, shaping daily life, community rhythms, and cultural traditions for millions of people. Whether experienced in a small village, a major city, or across a global diaspora, Ramadan remains a powerful example of how tradition, discipline, and community can shape human experience. So the next time you hear about Ramadan, you'll know it's more than just fasting. It's a month tied to history, culture, charity, reflection, and one of the largest shared annual practices in the world.